Hello my junior learners everywhere. In this video I will focus on the writing skill. Are you stuck in writing? Do you find it difficult to write down your own paragraph? Do you need some help? This video will help you. Before talking about the basics of writing, I would like you to read these two paragraphs and tell me which one is better. Take your time. My mother is a very busy person. She works 16 hours a day. She goes to office early in the morning and comes back quite late at night. Sometimes she even works on Saturdays. She has no time for playing or fun. The second paragraph. My mother is a very busy person. My toy car is broken. The cows are grazing in the field. The sun sets in the west. We live in Donkata. My name is Kali Prasad. A mouse is a little creature. Now compare between the two paragraphs and tell me which one is better. Yes, of course. Paragraph 1 is better. But why? Because it contains only one main idea. My mother is a very busy person. And all the paragraph is talking about how busy is your mom. So, rule number 1, a good paragraph should have only one main idea. And now it's time to talk about the form of the paragraph. And you have to know that there is a special form for the paragraph. And this form has many rules. Rule number 1, indent your first line of the paragraph. And the indent means to leave a space before you start your first line. And that happens to the first line only. Number 2, never ever write your paragraph in a pointed style. Do not write your sentences under each other. The sentences must be beside each other. For example, you write your first sentence, put your full stop and continue your line. Rule number 3. Capital letters must be used at the beginning of each new sentence. And make sure that you put a full stop or a period by the end. Rule number 4. Any paragraph should include at least 5 to 6 sentences. So make sure that you write 5 to 6 sentences, not 5 to 6 lines. Because maybe you write one sentence, but it takes more than one line. Welcome back again. I know you are busy looking backwards. Yeah, it's a burger bun. It looks delicious. Do you like burger buns? Can you make your own burger bun? If you like burger buns and you can make your own burger bun, then you will like writing paragraphs and you will be able to write your own paragraph. Do you want to know how? Follow me. Actually, writing a paragraph is similar to making a burger bun. How? To make your own burger bun, you will need a top bun, a bottom bun, and between them you put and add all the yummy meat or chicken, vegetables, and cheese. And the same happens with our paragraph. To write a successful paragraph, there must be 3 types of sentences in your paragraph. The top bun equals our topic sentence, which is the first sentence in your paragraph. And the bottom bun equals the concluding sentence, which is the last sentence in your paragraph. And between them, there must be a group of sentences that are called the supporting sentences. And these sentences explain and clarify the topic sentence. Learn, practice, improve. Now you learned most of the basics of writing a paragraph. It's time to practice. But before we practice writing a paragraph, I'd like to advise you that the more you practice, the faster you'll improve. Let's start with our first topic. I have chosen to you one of the most important topics, Egypt. Write a paragraph of 6 sentences about Egypt. And here comes your most difficult problem, the first sentence. In your first sentence, you must choose a general and a short sentence. And by the way, the picture can help you. If you look at this picture, for example, what can you see? You can see a tourist in Egypt. So you can start simply and say, tourists visit Egypt every year for many reasons. Or tourists like to visit Egypt every year. This is a very simple, short, and general sentence. Now it's time to talk about the next sentence. In your first sentence, you said, tourists like to visit Egypt for many reasons. In your next sentence, you must mention the reasons. Why? Why do tourists like to visit Egypt every year? So let's think together what may make people like to visit Egypt every year. Yes, it's one of the reasons. The weather. Egypt has wonderful weather or fine weather. And it's not enough to say that Egypt has wonderful weather only. You have to say how. For example, you can say that it's sunny in the summer and warm in the winter. That's why tourists can enjoy the beaches in the summer and travel to Luxor in the winter. Now it's time to think for another reason. The second reason can be what? Yeah, the famous places or the historical places. Egypt has many famous places to visit, and tourists all around the world come to visit these places. You have to mention also examples for these places. The pyramids, museums, the temples. So your next sentence or your second reason must start with secondly. Secondly, Egypt has many famous places to visit. And then give your examples. For example, tourists can visit the pyramids, the temples, and museums. Now it's time to write your final sentence. And before your final sentence, it's better to use the linking word finally. It gives the impression to the reader that you are about to finish your paragraph. And this sentence should be short and general like the first one. In this paragraph, for example, you can say, finally, Egypt is an interesting place to visit. Or finally, tourists find Egypt an interesting place to visit. And now let's read our paragraph. Thousands of tourists visit Egypt every year. Tourists like to visit Egypt for many reasons. Firstly, Egypt has wonderful weather. It's sunny in the summer and warm in the winter. Tourists can enjoy the beaches on sunny days and can travel to Luxor on cold days. Secondly, there are many famous places to visit in Egypt. For example, tourists can visit the pyramids, the Egyptian Museum, and the temples. Finally, Egypt is an interesting place to visit. Now it's time to say goodbye. I hope you liked the video. In my next video, we'll write about computer games. I hope next time you will be prepared with all the ideas, examples, and reasons of why you like or dislike computer games. Thank you and see you later.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.